Oh, wait, that's a stamina shroom. I want to say that last time the Korok was the other way around, wasn't he? Because it's this giant tree that broke off and fell down here, right? And you can still see the bits and pieces of the tree. And I'm pretty sure in Breath of the Wild, because you are pushed this way at first, right? So you see the little Korok flower all the way down there, and it eventually leads you up here. So did he now, did he now switch? Go the other way around? Oh, was the stream offline briefly? Because it feels like Twitch reset my session timer for some reason. Didn't say anything about dropping frames. My OBS still seems to be fine. Twitch, what the hell are you doing? Wait, completely forgot where the... Wait, where'd that Bokoblin come from? What? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think this time it just was the other way around. It's actually pretty funny. There we go. Now we can move back up. Yeah, I hope the stream wasn't down. It looks like it reset my session timer for some reason. I just looked over and saw my dashboard doing funky things. God, I really hate when that happens. I'd probably split the VOD again. That would suck. Ah well, it is what it is. It's also really annoying that Twitch isn't properly, like, telling you about that, right? God. Really takes a long time. Ah, let's use this, right? Might as well. Because thankfully, the heart's gonna be replenished either way. Little Korok buddy. I love the way the sky's reflected in the water. It's so beautiful. It's insane to think that they still manage, but that's also super... It's not only insane, it's super interesting how they... I mean, they might have done something from a technology perspective on how the game handles like global illumination and whatnot of the game world, but I think they also just went further into, well, more or less color grading the image, right? I think there's definitely a lot that has changed there in comparison to Breath of the Wild, where now the game is clearly just focusing on even stronger colors and colors, especially when the sun is rising or setting. It's just way more distinct in a lot of ways. Not that it didn't look great in Breath of the Wild, but now they really went all out with the effects on it, I think. I mean, do we want to attack these guys? Let's see. Maybe if I... Because these things are going to explode, right? Maybe not? Maybe they just burn it. Oh, hey! It's a talus. How did I do this last time? Damn it, I think I forgot my strategy. Didn't I manage to... Oh, yeah. Never mind. I remember now. Battle Talus. This is an interesting location to place a Talus on. Mountain like this. Oh my god. Well, at least that gives me a good vantage point. Let's see. Do I still have a hammer-like weapon? Oh yeah, Spiky Iron Ball. There we go. Let's definitely heal up a bit, because I still don't trust myself to survive all of that. Don't want to be one-shot here. When did I cook these ones? Oh, never mind. I ate them, I think, in my fight against the Lionel down in the depths, but then since it reset, since I died, I got them back. Huh. Most of my food actually replenishes way more hearts than I currently need. You know what? Might as well go with the attack buff. It's not exactly a good one either way. Okay. Nope, not that one. I am way too close to do my thing, though. That was a bit too close for comfort, honestly. And that was mistimed. Yeah. You obviously want to be somewhat further away for that. Come on. Oh my god. Okay, that is very, very finicky, because you cannot actually activate the rewind right away. I want to keep my attacker buff. Ah, well, let's just eat that. Come on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, okay, it does still work. That's pretty cool. So you rewind, he sits down, and then you can hit him. That's pretty cool. You just need to be... You definitely need to be careful not to be too close to him, right? That can end up badly if you are. That rewind requires... well, I mean, it's not super precise timing, but it's... You know, not exactly super simple either. Well, where do I want to stick the heart on? I never quite like sticking them on swords like this. Let's put it on the spear. Might as well. Yeah, looks pretty cute. Little heart spear. Okay, Stone Talus dealt with. Was there anything else? Where is that? That is here, roughly. Not gonna go there yet. This entire area is definitely for later. Why is there such a giant chasm there, though? Do I have that on the map already? No, it's here somewhere. It's very, very peculiar that there are that many chasms around the Great Plateau, aren't there? I don't know, something about that is just very interesting to me. I mean, clearly the plateau and the Temple of Time with it play quite a significant role in whatever we're doing here, but don't exactly know. It's... I mean, considering that the chasms are probably, well, or very clearly are a result of the gloom, it stands to reason then that the Demon King, for whatever reason, potentially wants to attack and or, well, infuse the Temple of Time with the gloom, right? Maybe he's afraid that we'll be able to use whatever power... Oh my god, really? Thankfully, I do have this. For the first time using it. There we go. But yeah, since... Oh, you do still fall. Well, that sucks. I guess you just don't fall quite as... Oh, come on, Link. Well, that was a bunch of stamina stuff wasted. But yeah, whatever power actually lurks either in or beneath or wherever the... Hello. Poplar Foothill Skyview Tower. What is the well doing here, though? Whatever lurks next to it, or in it, or whatever the gloom can do or undo in the Temple of Time, clearly Ganon wants to influence that somehow. Okay, what is this well doing next to the tower? Do I want to check this out first, or do we want to go for the tower first? I mean, I can just launch myself again, right? Every single time that the tower does some stuff. I do want to very quickly double check, though. Just to make absolutely sure. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Never mind then, that's fine. Alright, so, yeah, let's activate the map first, get shot into the air, and then I think I'm going to look at whatever this well leads to. I think you're finally able to get to sleep. Alright, have a very good rest then. I hope it's a good night's sleep. What is going on here? Ooh. Well, never mind. Maybe we actually have to go in there first. It seems like we're missing some power. Huh. Well, that's new. Again, the game just very surprising. I never expected that to... Help! Okay, sorry, buddy. I didn't actually hear that cry for help. Where are we? Anyone? Yeah, please. Alright, buddy. Just, you know, stand back. Stand back. Are you hurt? Did I blow you up? Ooh, hello. Well, that's very interesting. What is this? Why are there these structures beneath here? Whoa! What are you doing down here? Oh. Elmerson. You! What are you doing in a place like this? No, it doesn't matter. Could you just help me? I'm in a hurry, sorry. Bye. No, what's wrong? I set up a trap in the ruins, and now I'm stuck. Oh, what a mess. Treasure hunter, are we? Whoa, this is a pretty... Can you see a switch? If you press that, you should be able to get me out of this. Well, yeah, how do I get in there, though? There's a cave entrance over there. I got in that way. I'm begging you, mister. I'll just be waiting here, trusting you. I mean... You really don't have much of a choice, do you? Wait. Did he cut the connection of the tower somehow? How the hell... What even is this place? These look very different to other ruins. Okay. Damn it, I just wanted to activate this one tower. And now you're telling me there is an entire different side quest attached to it as well? Since it's a well. But no, yeah. I really like it. It's just, again, another distraction here. Oh, well, it was a long ascent. It does seem to be a pretty deep well. Okay, so... I don't really know. It doesn't really seem to be... connected to the tower as such. Okay, there's a shrine back there. I could grab that at some point. Shrine back there too. Oh my god. If you venture off in another direction, it's so difficult to get back on track because you constantly be doing other stuff. Okay, pretty sure that the entrance... Oh yeah, there's a well and there is a blurpee. Some ruins over here then. And another Korok. Guys! Like, I love helping you, but just, you know, look out for yourself a little bit better. I didn't actually want to take this. 1 second. Alright, just had to get somebody's information real quick. Oh, wait, what? I never picked up an iron shroom up? Okay. Did not realize I hadn't done that yet. Okay, so hopefully, south well. Hopefully this well should lead me to where he was. And then, okay, let's remove this pin again. I feel like I'm sticking my map full of pins again. Where was the Korok? Ooh, hello. That's a beetle. Bladed Rhino Beetle. For raised attack power. Perfect. And a Stamelish room as well. Where's the Korok? There's the Korok. Oh my god. His friend is probably going to be somewhere over there, isn't he? How have I gotten this much off track? Seriously. Let's do the well thing first. I just wanted to activate the map over here. I really shouldn't have done that. I should have known better. I should have known better. It is what it is now. Alright. This looks interesting. Considering that a blurb... Well no. Usually wells do not have bubble frogs in them, do they? Maybe the blurpee was pointing somewhere else then? Hello? What have we here? The road of a gourmand is fraught with thorns. That's why I choose to travel alone. Wait. Oh. Is this going to be related back to the cook we're looking for? That would be awesome if I accidentally discovered the right place to look for him. But this life does have its share of lonely nights. That's when you need to shine a light to keep the darkness at bay. These newly discovered bright ingredients have the strange effect of making the body glow. Indeed they do. I recently discovered that the intensity of the light changes depending on the materials you use. For instance, when I ate a dish cooked with a glowing cavefish, I produced more light than I did after my bright cap dish. I wonder if the effect is more powerful the harder the ingredient is to collect. Or could the quantity of each material play a part somehow? I clearly have more experimenting to do. There is no shame in not knowing, for beyond that lies the joy of knowing. Tonight, I am the candlelight. Ooh, what a profound quote. Chef Ori Tamu, the lonely cook. Interesting. Honestly, I have to admit, I have not considered that up until this point. That, obviously the amount of items that you put in that make things shine can correspond to how strongly you glow. Which probably explains why the glow effects that I've personally had so far really weren't that impressive to look at. I guess... I still wonder though, since bright blooms are so good at illuminating your environment, it still feels like the glow effect isn't really achieving that same kind of thing. Although that being said, I mean, I have to try, don't I? Actually, how fortuitous that there is a cooking pot right here. Wait, it's even got wood below it. Let me see. Where's my flint? Flint. There we go. 99. Oh. Link being very confused at not having a weapon in hand. Ah, man. This can be very, very finicky sometimes. There we go. Of course, that damaged my hammer. Just because I had to hit the flint 3 times in a row. Alright, let's see. So, as he mentioned, the fish are more difficult to collect than the bright caps. Let's just make a super, super big fish dish. A fish dish. Bright fish skewer. So that's a triple glow effect for 10 minutes. Grants a high-level glow effect, illuminating your immediate surroundings. So it does only, well, as all the ingredients effects, it has 3 stacks, right? So, Well, it does also replenish a lot of health, so I guess we'll see what kind of effect it has once I actually try it out. But, that being said, I'm super, super hungry, so I'm going to take my lunch break, and when we come back, we're still going to be going for a little bit. I don't think for too much longer, so like an hour maybe after lunch. Because, well, I need to prepare for raid this evening and also do some other stuff as well. But for now, lunch break, and when we come back, I'm going to be going for like an hour longer. Unfortunately, I think I won't be able to make it to Kakariko today, but it is what it is. Also, let me, before I head off, let me just quickly save, just to be sure. There we go. Wait, what is it showing here? Why is it still showing this? I don't get it. I looked at this 3 times over. They really want me to buy some amiibo, don't they? But yeah, lunch break, and when I come back, we're going to be going for around about an hour longer, and then we'll see how far I actually got to Kakariko. I'll be right back. Alrighty, welcome back. Let's continue this adventure. Are you in Saudi? Is Saudi Arabia, that's not the only country where people eat lunch. Just as a bit of education here. Food intake is something that typically people all over the world do. Might be different from country to country, I don't know. Okay, so, unfortunately, it wasn't the cave I was actually looking for. Let's see, the marker that I put down was on the Korok, right? Maybe I, in fact, shouldn't have removed it prematurely like that. I mean, the well up there definitely went down quite a bit. But the cave entrance we're looking for should also be... Oh, come here. Wait, didn't I see a blurpy earlier? Where was that? I guess it ran away from me? It must have, right? Ooh, hello, Mr. Gleok. Okay. Another Gleok fight ready to go on the bridge. Ooh, that's a blue one. Yeah, that's just the Korok. Damn it. I wonder where this would be. Well, we get a bunch of Zonai stuff to potentially bring the Korok to where he needs to go. Maybe I can just do that first? I mean, in theory, maybe the cave entrance we're looking for is down there. I really didn't want this to take too long, but then again... Now we're here, aren't we? Huh. I guess I could check again, right? But the... I mean... It's a bit of a weird thing. Okay, let's ask him first. I suspect that his buddy will be over there in the tree, right? Yeah. Yeah. As I thought. Okay, that shouldn't be too difficult to do, because we can just grab the wing part, we can just grab the fan, and that should be fine, hopefully. Oh, since we don't have a launch platform, actually, okay, you already go on here. I think that's why they're giving us the cart, right? Oh, wait, damn it. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, that's not actually the best idea. Let's see. Yeah, that's why they're giving us the cart. Alright, so let's put the fan on first. Although, wait a second. I need to turn it over either way. The problem is I didn't want it to suddenly roll away or something. Probably better to put it right in the middle. Okay. Well, it does actually work. I was kind of afraid that it was going to glide down or something. There we go. I'm still very mistrusting of these carts, though. You see that movement? I wonder why they're doing that. I mean, it might be due to the slope or something, but it's not exactly great that they are just changing direction like that. Oh boy. Definitely should use that. Let's see. There we go. Oh boy. There we go. We can do it. We can do it. Definitely love the... Oh, no! No! Come... God damn it! No! Apparently I had the audacity to eat lunch. I didn't know that lunch was something that was exclusively done in Saudi Arabia. Oh, boy. Why do they always have to roll that much? It is pretty funny, though. I mean, you know, you expect all kinds of weird people to be on the internet, but I don't know. Some comments just sometimes really are just really funny to me. Where you just kind of go, wait, like, huh? Have you, like, is that a person living in Saudi Arabia and being surprised that other people eat lunch too? It's like, wow. You know, food in other countries, wow. Okay. That was a bit too close for comfort. I did not want him to fly down that entire hill. And of course, he immediately... I guess... I guess the environment just naturally leads to the Korok tumbling downwards. Yeah. That definitely did not went as well as I wanted it to. Sadly, it doesn't really bring me closer to a solution with the tower now. I mean, it's difficult to tell from up here if the other part of the cave has its entrance over here somewhere. Honestly, I think my best bet at this point is to probably just check the cave again. Because otherwise I get the feeling I won't really be able to tell where it actually exits. Ooh. Wait, there is another well over here? And over here too? Oh, do these two connect as well? It's very, very close to the chasm, which is why I'm slightly afraid that it's suddenly gonna go into the depths, but I don't think it will. Get the feeling that these two are just connected. Hey, another hearty truffle. Oh, come on. Grab it. Okay, let's blow this stuff away real quick. Oh, no. It's one of these instances again, huh? Ooh. Oh. Well, that was something new. That's the first well that actually filled with water. Okay, well that means I'm clearly not supposed to go down there, though. And the fish came with it too. Oh yeah, he's delighted at the water returning. Okay, so apparently these two wells are not connected then. Well, where does this one lead? Oh, much further below. Ooh. Hello. That's quite the current. Ah, okay. So that's a shrine. That's in a northern direction. Okay. I feel like I haven't quite uncovered the secret here with how these ruins are existing. Oh, hey, little stone buddy. Were you confused where I went? Because it definitely seems like there are quite a number of ruins down here. And they might even all be connected. Yeah, there's another well over there. And over there too. I mean, well, this was some sort of village at some point, right? So it makes sense that the wells would all be here. Okay, so northern direction would be this way. So one of these wells is definitely going to lead down into that same cavern. Hot Hog, hi, welcome back. Did you get your strawberries? That's what you wanted to buy, right? I definitely fell down some distance when I entered the well in front of the tower, but I want to say it wasn't as much as, you know, the height of the mountain suggests. That being said, I also couldn't see a cave exit. But the other guy said that he went in here from somewhere else. What is that shadow? Oh. Ooh, hey, there's one of these star-shaped islands here too. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I'll probably just have to enter all of the wells and hope that one is going to lead me to where I'm trying to go. Also, this isn't actually the same marshland as the one I was thinking of from Breath of the Wild. This is slightly different. I wonder if this hill here in the middle just simply didn't exist before. No, it should have. It looks like Lake Hylia is still the same. I think I'm thinking of marshlands. Oh, these ones. I think this is a swamp area as well. Yeah, that might have been what I thought of. Okay. Totally sure. Don't worry. Thankfully, we do have some awesome strawberries here as well, so... Of course. They do like to be close to wells. God, every single time. Oh, damn it. Well, that wasn't exactly a great way to start this fight. Oh, damn it. Oh boy, that was okay, perfect. Nope, wrong bow. Yeah, sure, might as well. That might help out. Ooh, you really do need the bombs, though. Oh, what? Oh, whoa! He's got a club this time. Actually, that does remind me of something that I wanted to do. Did I uncover more secrets? Well... Not that many so far. I went over to another stable, and we're on the lookout for some cooks that apparently have gone missing. Haven't really made any headway into that investigation quite yet, though. And then I was distracted by the other towers and said, oh yeah, I'm just going to go over to this other tower and activate it. And obviously, you know, I ended up helping a bunch of Koroks, and I found this guy down in a cell. He apparently got trapped in there, so now I'm trying to find the other entrance to said cave to rescue him. Which hopefully is going to be down here somewhere. Live down the road and we don't know. Yeah, it could very well be the case. I have heard that happen to friends of mine. Who ended up living quite close together. You know what? Let's go for some gloom resistance for a change here. What did I want to do? I feel like I forgot about something. Oh, no, never mind. There we go. I wanted to take a picture of Mr. Phantom Ganon. Not the most beautiful picture ever, but it'll work. Actually, doesn't look too bad, right? With the grass in front of it. Has a certain vibe to it. Okay. Hey, buddy. Oh, boy. Thankfully, though, I'm definitely finally approaching a point where I don't need to fear constantly being one-shot, which is definitely great. Oh, the thing broke again? Is this going to... I wonder if this weapon deals less damage to him in general. Because I want to say that it would make sense if it did that. Whoa! Hey, that's rude! I didn't know he could kick me. That was a very rude attack. Where's my stuff? There we go. Oh god, way too early. What was that timing? Oh, some bird outside is definitely making their presence known. Let's hit that one. There we go. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. No, I think the Gloom Sword actually does work. Interesting. In terms of its attack power, I mean. Ah, oh, damn it. Okay, well, at this point, might as well do this. And then heal up fully again. I am not entirely sure about my Gloom resistance, though. Okay, there we go. I mean, obviously, using the Gloom Sword is going to eventually drain you of hearts, but I want to say it didn't really notice a difference between me using it normally and using it with the resistance. That being said, it might have something to do with being close to the gloom of Phantom Ganon here. What the hell is this? A Gloom Club. A metal stick filled with madness and symbolic of doom. Its forceful strike can smash an object to pieces. Its gloom will gradually wear down the body of its wielder. Okay, so it's the same as the sword, just a giant club. Holy shit. That is definitely an impressive looking weapon. That could be straight out of Dark Souls. Holy shit. I do have to say, as annoying as it can be, that using the sword will eventually drain you of hearts, I think it's kind of fine using it in the overworld because you are going to get it back. Also, for the first time, I actually understood why the... Oh, hello. Oh, that looks so majestic. Why the sky turns red when you're fighting the hands in Phantom Ganon after it. Because, well, that way you cannot replenish your health if you're hit by Doom, right? Because he more or less covers the normal sky or normal sunlight with it. It's pretty interesting. I didn't notice his head snap. I wonder if the AI sometimes just, or rather the animation maybe doesn't fully, you know, work with you having your sage around all the time. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay. I very much like him. I mean, at this point, it was the fourth time that I fought him, so, you know, obviously it's gonna get less interesting as time goes on. But that being said, he is still a very, very cool enemy. I just overall really, really love his design. Oh. Sorry, Froggy. I didn't... Frog just jumped to his death, I guess. Or maybe they can survive that. I don't know. Oh yeah, he's still living. Never mind. But yeah, I also honestly like using the gloom weapons out on the overworld, at least. Because it's very easy to replenish your health, right? And they're just very, very strong. Oh yeah, space definitely gives you a big advantage here. I do still have to say, getting away from the hands can be quite tricky. Yes, you can freeze them, you can stun them, dazzle them. Obviously, bombs are always really, really effective. But, as you just saw, I started out being pretty close to them, right? And I think I mistimed my first shot with my white choo-choo jelly, or it didn't hit correctly, or I don't exactly know what happened. But they're onto you very, very quickly after that. So you do need to be really, really careful with that. Okay, I kind of expected there to be more here, but oh well. It's one of these funky little devices. Oh, is he actually flying this way? God, that looks so awesome. Honestly, it might be worth it to take a better photo of him. Ah, the other one looks kind of gloomy and moody as well. Ah, let's replace the picture. It's definitely more detailed when it comes to the dragon. Huh. Okay, let me see. This... Right, this is a stabilizer. So one of these things I had already seen on the funny monocycle one of the Higa was using down in the depths. So if you put it onto things, it'll make them stand up straight, which is pretty funny. But I don't think I really need this stuff right now. But I do need to keep track of all the wells. There's one back here. There's also what seems to be a Korok potentially over here. Oh yeah, especially if it's your first encounter and you don't yet know how to quite handle them, right? That was my issue as well when I found the hands in the labyrinth. That was also pretty difficult to deal with. Because sometimes it's also a bit tricky to just keep, to be aware of your surroundings, right? So that you don't accidentally run into a wall or something. What does remain very, very interesting, though, either way, is that they do still seem to stay close to spots with wells in the vicinity. Which I think is very, very interesting. Sort of coming back to my theory that they might be looking for new places to create chasms in, right? So they're looking for wells because they already are dug into the earth, and so they have to cover less distance. Well, there we go. That's a pretty big area. Okay, so that's the shrine that I saw through the grate, I'm pretty sure, or through the metal bars from earlier. Now the question is just, are we also going to be finding a way to get to our buddy that's stuck in that other prison-looking thing? I have to say, I almost wish that the hands would be a bit more, like both encounters, that they would be a bit more difficult to deal with, all things considered. I mean, they're definitely, you know, the first time you do them, they're very, very tricky, but especially if you have resources, right? If you have bombs, for example, the hands really aren't that much of a problem anymore. So... That's not what I wanted to do. I just think that, considering that there are multiple hands, right, I feel like it might have been cool if they had some sort of specific, I don't know, order you had to kill them in. I mean, at least they're pretty cool in the sense that they revive each other, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, nice. Thanks, Julian. Awesome shot. How am I going to grab you? Actually, does that work? Well, almost. I tried to make the platform appear right below the chest, but this works too. Boing. Oh, hello. Royal bow. Oh, I got another one of the King's bows. These are a bit tricky to deal with because it actually does take some time for them to get really good, right? I mean, obviously now I can just drop this one. I mean, they're not bad, but those are going to be really, really good bows once you get closer to maximum hearts. And or potentially just use a bunch of big hearty truffles, because I'm pretty sure that would work too. But that's a giant cave here. Ooh, hello. It's one of those big deposits. Okay. Actually, it would have been worth it to take the Zonai bombs from outside with me. Hey, buddy. What are you up to? Sometimes they're a bit unsure as to whether or not they want to attack you or not. Wrong weapon. This one. Shield of the Mind's Eye. A small Sheikah-made shield. Its design is intended to decrease blind spots without sacrificing too much defense. That is a very, very cool looking shield. And unfortunately, again, I'm slowly running out of spots here. I just like the design of the kite shield. It sucks that there are a lot of shields that have really, really cool designs, but typically they're not exactly the best ones. And you don't just want to be carrying them around all the time. Simply for, well, carrying them around. Oh well. Okay. Well, what's in there then? Oh, this might actually just be one of the spots where the rest of the welds lead you to, right? Interestingly enough, it seems like the other welds didn't immediately show up on my map. Even though I technically entered all of them at the same time, right? So you always need to be... Actually, I can just do that. You need to actually go through a cave entrance for it to be registered on your map, which is pretty cool because that way you cannot be tipped off about other, well, structures and whatnot, right? Damn it! Come on, Link. There we go. Because otherwise it would be a bit boring if you could... oh wait, I should probably do this differently. There we go. Okay, well that didn't work. Oh wait, it... No, never mind, it did not. Oh, damn it. I don't want to explode myself. Yeah, is there like a higher vantage point that I can take? Maybe this will work. Close enough. Should hopefully have done it. Yes, there we go. Oh, what? Can I pick up the stuff when it's down into the... Oh, wait. Can I move it? Maybe? There we go. I forgot that you can also move these small objects. Nice. My eyes are still around. Okay. Whoa, this looks actually super incredible. So, also the soundscape here is pretty awesome. Ooh! Hey, buddy! Did not realize you would be here. Oh, can you... That's a normal one for a change. Oh, the thing's on his back. Oh, that's unfortunate. Can you drop down? Nope. See, that's what I was afraid of. Damn it. He turned too quickly for me. And clearly, my own bombs are way too powerful to stand near. Well, that was unfortunate. It should have autosaved before the encounter though, right? I hope. Almost. Okay, it autosaved before jumping down this one. Oh, that's fine. Didn't exactly do much before jumping in. Well, at least now I know where I can find his safe spot. His damage spot. That way. Alright, there we go. Oh, this time it only dropped a flint. Oh well. Yeah, weird. Now it autosaved within the cave. Oh well. It works. What I was going to say before I found the stone towers, though, is I really, really like these big trees. Right? Because, I mean, whatever happened here, clearly the cave that hasn't always existed. But this tree has, and it kind of fell over, and then, I don't know, it's just a very cool visual, I think. Can I, like, stand on you while you're getting up? Yeah, kinda. There we go. That works a lot better than all the bombs. Okay, that was a bunch of damage already. Now we can work on the rest. Nope! Not gonna make that mistake again. Come here, buddy. Oh. Okay. Camera movement is very finicky sometimes with these larger enemies. There we go. What was that? Come on, Link, you can... He's just falling down again. Okay, that was strange. It's like his sideways movement somehow meant that I wasn't able to... Oh, there we go. Might as well. Perfect. Ooh, hello. Well, that's a different heart this time. Must be because he's surrounded by these stones, right? Very interesting. Also, there is another one over there. Man, there is so many, like, side entrances. What the hell are you doing? Well, he was very confused. Okay, well. Sadly, I don't really have any other object to fuse it to. A luminous stone talus hammer. Oh, there we go. Staminoka bass. Oh god, I need to remember to not cook that. Because somebody in Ritu village still wanted to have one. Oh hey, there's a platform here. What are you doing? thing going on up here. Ah. Very nice. Okay, now it's actually becoming difficult to figure out. Yeah, that's where the other well got registered. So that's where it came from. That's where I still need to go. That's where the shrine is. I think there was another well close by, though. So let me see if I can quickly just grab that one's location. Because the one I originally went down into was back there, right? No, wait, it was that one. Oh, I'm right next to it. Okay, there we go. Cool. So far, so good. Let's do the shrine then. And I still haven't figured out whether or not this part is actually going to lead me to where I originally wanted to go. Ooh, is that too high up? Oh no, I'm not. Barely. Damn it. Okay, I need to find another way to get in there. Just to double check, since I made that mistake last time. No secret cave behind the waterfall this time. Where are we? There we go. Really? Oh, is that... Well, yeah, we're close to the waterfall. So everything's very slippery and wet. Which is something that I really like about this environment in general, because it's located more or less below a swamp, which that would be, now that I'm thinking about it, a pretty unstable environment, right? Or a pretty unstable cave. A cave that is located beneath a swamp. Okay, come on, Link. Really? Just need to stand somewhere. Thank you. There we go. You made it! Yeah. Okay, now we're on the other side of these bars right here. But other than the shrine being here, I get the feeling that there might not be a connection back up to the other cave then. So I potentially have to double check where that one led. Oh. Oh! This is supposed to be a reward for dealing with Phantom Ganon then, huh? It must be. Yeah, because the cave is only accessible from where you find the hands. Oh, a magic staff? A long rod with a bit of magic. It's said to have been wielded by an ancient magician who awoke the latent power of gems. I did not know that was a thing! So, I already have this rod, obviously, but that's a normal one, like a small one, right? That's the same as the magicians are utilizing. Did not realize there were going to be big ones of that. That's pretty cool. I wonder how they differ. Because at the end of the day, don't the rods usually just make some magical effects? God, some bird is going crazy outside. I wonder if the staff attack would be different to the one from the normal rod. It has to be, right? Because otherwise, what's the point? Oh, you can hear it? Yeah, I was afraid it was coming through. Well, but problem is I kind of have to keep my windows open, otherwise it would be getting insanely hot in here. But yeah, birds always go crazy around here. But they never stop. Like, I usually don't mind birds. I mean, they're pretty cool, right? And it's a nature So it's nice to have them around, but when they just go off like that and just don't stop, it can be annoying from time to time. Not gonna lie. Okay, there we go. Is this blessing number 3 or 4? Because I want to say it's 4 already. Maybe it wasn't the one that I got next to the stable, number 3. Yeah, understandable. Actually, maybe next time I'm gonna open a different window so that it's not right next to where the birds are. Oh my god. Now he's really annoying me too. People are really going crazy. Out here now somebody else is doing something in their garden probably. Yeah, I mean usually it's really great. It's also because I think a lot of people around here are like feeding birds and whatnot, which is pretty neat. So yeah, they obviously tend to stick close to where they find food. And usually it is very nice. It's just... It's nicer when they all like do different sounds and whatnot. And also fly around and change location instead of one sitting in one place doing the exact same sound a billion times over. Oh, it's fine. Well, that's good to know. So let me know if it gets too loud, then I can just close the window that's close to them. Yeah. I mean, usually I also just tune them out. It's just... once your mind latches onto some sort of sound in the background, it's difficult to let go again. Okay, let me see. So this is... Right, this was the location I was at earlier. I want to say I mostly looked at everything here. Although I still haven't figured out how to get in there. Because I feel like... Nope. Ah, almost. I was going to say, maybe with Fuelet's power I would be able to do it. It might also be below a well? Is there another well that I would potentially be able to enter? Not really, right? Where's the... So that's the other side of the tree. Ooh, there's a Korok here, though. Hey, buddy. Yeah, haha. Yeah, it seems... I wonder if it takes, you know, energy. As in... Because he's also doing a sort of swimming motion. I wonder if ascending really feels like swimming through, I don't know, some thicker gel-like water. Or if the power of his arm is kind of just carrying him through it. I was thinking that maybe if I found the corresponding tree that we see down in the well, that maybe I would be able to just... Well, maybe there would be another well inside of it or something that would allow me to enter the cave, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah, it doesn't look that pleasant, I can agree. Where is it? Oh, there it is, okay. Let's just try that again with the gust of wind. I think the idea wasn't bad, it's just I didn't execute it properly. I could also just fuse together some stuff, I guess. Oh, come on. Okay. In that regard, this cave is a little bit annoying. Oh, right. This one had the sunspot though. Yeah, I forgot. I don't know. It heavily depends on... Wait, didn't I already open this? Giant boomerang? Where did this come from? Wasn't I already on this platform last time I was here? But yeah, I was going to say, I wonder if the way the magic works from... Oh, come on, Link. Ah, you're really not making this easy. Yeah, if the magic just kind of propels him through it, and he himself doesn't actually... Nope. That's not gonna work. Doesn't actually notice that much. If I had the glue sticks, this would be easy. I mean, I could... No, I don't think I have enough Zonite to auto-build some stuff. Also, honestly, I don't really want to spend it on it. There probably isn't even anything too great in that, I fear. Let's see. I mean... I guess I could build a balloon. Seems like a bit of overkill for this tiny little chest. Oh, damn it. I forgot again that it's slippery. A bridge would be nicer, but I don't have enough. Well, then again, I could stick a couple sleds together. Or wings. You know what? Since I have so many, might as well try that. Why? Why am I doing this? It always looks so close to the ceiling, right? So I don't want to bother ascending through it, and I just think, oh, I'm just going to jump up, but... well, not that easy to do with a slippery surface like this. A problem is I feel like if I do in fact build a bridge, it's just going to slip away as well. It's difficult to stick anything to it. I could... If I manage to move an object close to the chest, I could pull it over towards me, and that actually might be a better idea. Just need to find a good angle to do it. Also, I don't know if there is enough space in here to drop one of the wings. Yeah, as I thought. The chest is somewhat far away, right? Let me see. That is still a bit annoying with you having to find a spot to drop that stuff. Oh, really? Okay, I thought that was going to work. There we go. Okay. I very clearly do, in fact, not have enough rockets. I fully agree with that. And also a lot of other parts that I really, really would like to have. Although, you know one thing that I completely forgot about? That I built a while ago and that just didn't use? Is my rocket shield. And of course I still messed it up. Nice! Oh no, now the rocket's gone. Damn it. I could grab another one from outside. Okay, let's go with my my original plan. Actually, you know what, this might have worked as well. The tree trunk is very finicky to get into. It is somewhat similar to that. I actually never played Kerbal Space Program myself. I just, I do see a bunch of people doing interesting stuff in it though. I mean, I like to watch a couple of YouTubers that cover like rocket launches, right? And they, whenever something goes wrong, they very often, well, use Kerbal Space Program to illustrate what exactly went wrong on those launches. So it looks like a very interesting program, but also obviously a simulator that would require quite a bit of time to really fully, I guess, sink your teeth into. Is that gonna stick? Oh, it does. Somehow I didn't expect that to work. So it looks very, very interesting, but also kind of daunting, right? Hopefully we're not gonna slip. Okay, then just hold still. Ah, it's not gonna be enough, is it? No, of course not. Oh, that is so unfortunate. So close and yet so far. Well, If I had something to attach it to. Although, you know what? Maybe we can make ourselves a makeshift ascending station here. You come here for a sec. You come here for a sec. I should be able to just place this on it, right? Like this. Now, I'm just gonna grab another one. Oh, really? There's so much space here. That is weird. Let's actually put it on the other way around. Oh god. For a second I was afraid it was gonna topple over. Is this enough height already? Okay, well it would be. Oh, it is! Haha, perfect. Finally. Not exactly an elegant solution, but I finally got to my goal. Oh. Well, hello there. Not that I really need it, but it's still a pretty cool shield. Well, now I can drop this one, right? Considering that the rocket isn't on it anymore. Shield issued to the Hyrulean royal family's immediate guard detail. It boasts a high defense, but these days it's more a collector's item due to its ornamentation. It does look very, very pretty. Alright, well, at least it was worth it. I was half afraid that the chest was just going to contain something that I didn't need either way. Well, from what I've seen from Kerbal Space Program, it is pretty realistic. Although, I think you do have to install mods for it to properly, like, to be super realistic, I think. Well, I don't know. They released Kerbal Space Program 2, so I don't know what that comes with. But I think for the original one, the, like, basic version you can buy is definitely a tiny bit more archaic. Still very much a simulation, but I do know that there are apparently some mods for it to make it even more realistic. So, but that obviously also heavily depends on what you want to be doing with it. Yeah, I can fully understand that resistance against games that take a lot of time. It is a bit of a finicky thing, especially with, you know, it's, at least for me, it's one thing to play a game like Tears of the Kingdom, where I know it's going to take some time, but it kind of has a definitive ending, right? You can play through it all the way, and then you're done. And obviously there is going to be a billion different things that you can do on the way to finishing it, but it has a definite ending. Whereas with simulation games, so for example, I've played City Skylines for a long time, and starting that game, or like building up your city, you completely lose track of time. I sometimes sat there for like 10, 12 hours and honestly didn't even really notice the time pass, right? Because it also sometimes just takes a really long time to do stuff, and then you want to look at your creations too. So sometimes I would just sat there for like 10, 15 minutes figuring out if, for example, the new bus line that I built was as effective as I wanted it to be, right? And if it wasn't, well, I would change some stuff and then sit there for another 15 minutes figuring out if it would work, which can be a lot of fun, but with those games that don't really have an ending, it can be, yeah, that can take a long time, or it can take away a lot of time, rather. not too hyped about optimizing lost lines. It depends what you want to do. City Skylines is... well, it can be all kinds of things, right? For me, it was more about optimization of public transport and or just in general streets and whatnot. That was super fun to me. But I've also seen a lot of other people just wanting to build pretty cities. Oh, you're not dead? Oh, wait. Because it's raining, right? Damn it. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Guess I'll have to cut through you. A golden apple! Now, what have we here? A rare, very sweet fruit that seems to have an extra sparkle to it. Sometimes found near normal apples. Oh. But I guess I got really lucky then. Ha! I didn't know that was a thing. Awesome. Yeah, the N2 game, it's with those simulation games you can just really... Well, it never ends, right? You can sink thousands of hours into them and still find new ways to, well, in that case, design a city or design a rocket in Kerbal Space Program. So it's, yeah, it's a bit of a thing, depending on how much time you actually do have. To be fair, City Skylines, you know, with the open-ended sessions, City Skylines also has scenarios, I think. So sometimes you, well, as the name suggests, right, you have to hit a certain goal and they'll present you with a couple of challenges. I think, for example, you have a city with a very aging population and not enough workforce, things like that, right? Or maybe a, I don't know, a tornado hit a city and you need to rebuild it or something. So you get those types of things as well. That being said, you can still spend a long time on those scenarios. Yeah, it heavily depends on how you do them. And also if you are interested in, like, building in a very beautiful way, right? Or if it just needs to be functional, it can also very, very heavily influence the amount of time you're going to be spending in it. No, I have actually not gotten that memory. I was planning on doing it once I activated the tower, but unfortunately, this particular tower seems to have a bit of an electrical problem. So I was trying to figure out how to activate it, and was thinking that it might be connected to the well in front of it, but haven't found... Well, I found a bunch of different wells, but none that seemed to be connected to the one I was actually looking for. Ah, might as well. As long as we're close to them. Hey, buddy. Can you please kill the others for me real quick? Is it worth playing without all the DLC? I mean, if you're playing it on PC, you'll still have access to a billion different mods, right? I mean, that modding community is still going crazy with the game, so in that particular case... That being said, the DLCs do add a lot of really, really cool stuff. But it's a fairly old game at this point, so... If you really want to get it, I think I would try to look for a sale on the, I think it's called President Edition or something. The one that comes with all the DLC included. It is a bit of a different story if you're on PlayStation though, because I think the PlayStation version actually hasn't all the DLCs released. No, wait, that being said though, I think they recently announced 3 more DLC packs or something. Which is also pretty crazy that, you know, the game at this point I think has like 15 DLCs or something. Like proper expansion packs as well. Not just, you know, not just skins for houses or something. Oh. That was weird. There was there was some Elden Ring boss mechanics there. He held his attack for a very long time before he actually started attacking me. Very interesting. Oh god damn it. I need to get that stamina shroom. Yeah, City Skylines is available on PlayStation. It actually runs really well on PS5. Not so much on PlayStation 4. But it was still fine. I enjoyed it. I actually own it both on Steam and on PlayStation. Because I put like, I don't know, probably close to 1,000 hours into that game. So, yeah. It was just, I think on PS4 it was just running at a, well, at a fairly low resolution, all things considered. Just in a game like that is somewhat dependent on, you know, resolving a lot of detail, it wasn't super pretty to look at, but then again, it worked. But obviously on console you also don't get all the mods, which can be quite annoying. I mean, there are definitely, I would say, 4 to 5 mods that are kind of essential, more or less, or rather can vastly increase the amount of fun you can have with the game, so it does suck a little bit that they're not available on console. I did get it on console, though, because for a time I didn't really have a good PC, and I, well, didn't really want to buy a new one right away, so I stuck to the console version for a little bit. Hopefully that should be enough stamina to get me up. Come on, Link. Come on, come on, come on. Oof. Alright. That was close. Oh, I'm still not up at the tower, though. Okay, so there was another well over here. And originally I thought that the entrance to the cave I'm looking for was somewhere around here, but it didn't really seem to add up for some reason. Calm down, guys. I'm not gonna hurt you. Oh. Dragging again. Wait, are you a different one? No. He looked so different for a second there. Oh, there we go! I just ran past it! Damn it! How did I do that? Sometimes the cave entrances can seem quite similar to their surroundings. Poplar Foothills excavation site. What have we here? So this place already looked interesting from the other side, but what is this? Some Zonai ruins, I'd assume? Oh, hello. Okay, for some reason there's more buttons here. Oh, right, another thing. You mentioned it was going to be 30 degrees. Yeah, I think it's going to get pretty hot here, too. That's... oh, boy. I don't mind the heat while I'm outside, usually. While I'm inside, though, not exactly that great. Alright, I helped you. Hopefully you don't turn out to be some sort of really suspicious person. Thanks for pressing the switch. I can finally find my way out of here. I got myself caught in that trap pretty badly and had no way to escape. This is all I've got right now, but I want you to have it. Oh, well. That is what lured me into the trap. I don't even want to look at it anymore. Do whatever you want with it. Wait, I don't have time to chat. I have urgent business at the tower, so I have to go. Thanks again. Oh, wait, were you the person supposed to... Were you the guy that was supposed to repair it or something? Oh wait, does this open up both of the... No. Okay, because I was slightly confused what we were going to do about the tower. Oh, wait. Can I not just... Yeah. Oh, cool. Come here. The chest I'm trying to get to is the one thing that's going to get me into this place. $91 is... So 100 is body temperature in Fahrenheit, right? If I remember correctly. So that would be 37. Yeah, so 91 should be 34, 35. Yeah, somewhere around that. Seems about right. Yeah, that's really hot. Holy shit. Although, I have to admit, it heavily depends on whether or not it's dry heat or if the air is very humid. Because around here, typically, the air tends to get very, very humid when it's warm, which isn't exactly great. I don't like it that much. That being said, I was in Florida for 2 weeks a couple years back, and that was in July. And surprisingly, I didn't really mind it all that much. But again, in Florida, a lot of places are obviously air-conditioned. So if you have that constant back and forth between being inside of buildings that are air-conditioned and then having the heat outside, I thought it was... Then it's fairly good, right? Because whenever you do feel like you're, you know, like it's getting too much, you can just go inside somewhere and it's going to be fine. Problem here is no air conditioning, at least in most houses. So, especially if that heat sticks around for, you know, 2-3 weeks, it can get pretty unbearable over time. Guess for that, I'll just have to sit in my car, turn on the air conditioning, or go to a supermarket. That could work too. God, that looks so cool. I can't get over how cool the dragons look. Hey, buddy. What you doing? He does look a bit angry, right? Did he always have red eyes? So much to see. From this place, whenever you get such a wide angle, especially over Central Hyrule, it's even more crazy because you just see so many things at once. Oh, wait, there we go. That's how he enters the depths. He actually goes through the chasm properly. Huh. So is he just curious, or is he looking for something? That honestly looks pretty funny. I do kind of hope that the gloom doesn't affect the dragons, though. That would suck. Wasn't one of the dragons was affected by Calamity Ganon's slime stuff, wasn't it? And we had to shoot the eyes off of him in a side quest in Breath of the Wild. Huh. Gonna be interesting to see if there is a similar one here, where we might have to help them out with the gloom. Man, it just looks so impressive. God damn. Ah yeah, you can get up to them. Although, is this the electrical one? Like, they have stuff around them that tries to prevent you from doing it, but yeah. That's gonna be awesome. I'm fairly certain that parts of the dragons are going to be required again for armor upgrades, so I get the feeling that I'll eventually have to look into them more closely. Although I am still holding out hope that we're gonna get some more cool quests involving the dragons this time around. Because as awesome as they are being here, and or were in Breath of the Wild, they kind of just existed. Is that a whirlpool? What the hell is going on over there? God, I cannot let myself get distracted by that. Let's look at the tower first, but then I think I'm going to be heading back to my original road and try to get back on track for Kakariko, even though I'm 100% sure that I'm not going to reach it today. Oh, it's 33. All right. Yeah, it's roughly like 2-3 degrees Fahrenheit difference per Celsius, right? So it's -9 from 37 for... well, close. It's a bit of a weird conversion. House starts heating up after a while. Yeah. That is the worst. Also, my alarm clock actually tells me the temperature. Well, around next to my bed, I guess. And yeah, during the summertime, it can very frequently be 27, 28 degrees up here still during the night. So it's not exactly great sleeping in that. Although, I have gotten used to it to a degree. Haha. Degree. Yeah.
Oh.
Hello there, mister. Thanks again for saving me. I was only in the area in the first place to do maintenance on the tower. Yeah, I saw that. It seems to have some problems. The terminal wasn't making anything happen due to the humidity, but I fixed it in a jiffy. Oh, wait. It's humidity once again. That's a problem. Okay. First one with AC. Oh, yeah. I was actually thinking about installing AC here, but... I mean, maybe... it depends. Maybe, you know, if... Because there are sometimes really good deals, right? Government is, like, subsidizing... not always, it changes from time to time, but you can sometimes grab extra money for implementing, like, solar panels and that kind of stuff, right? So I was thinking of... And obviously heat pumps are a big thing now that they want everybody to implement. Problem is that the place I'm at has like fairly good heat sources already, so it doesn't really make that much sense to have a heat pump installed here, because it's kind of, you know, it wouldn't be covering all that much. AC would help. I don't know. I always thought about maybe if in fact, like, I could maybe install some solar panels, like, over the balcony or something, and then at least partially power the AC with that. Maybe that could work, but again, it requires a bunch of installations, and then you have to attach it to like your electrical systems, and that has to be done by an electrician, and then it needs to be... Okay, there's all kinds of stuff that you have to deal with if you, you know, have power sources like that in your home. So it's a bit of a finicky thing. Obviously, I could just install an AC purely built with normal electricity out of the wall socket, right? But, I don't know. Still, at the end of the day, a lot of work for... you know, 3 to 4 really heat-heavy weeks per year. And then again, if it's getting worse over time, it might still be worth the consideration, right? Oh, that sounds really interesting, honestly. Yeah, the problem is that this house is built weirdly where the roof is slanted towards the north and only towards the north, so it's not exactly perfect for installing solar panels on it, which sucks a little bit, but oh well. You know, back when it was built, they didn't really consider that, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm also using a fan usually when it gets really hot. Although sometimes what I have done is just make myself some cold, you know, just put these gel packs that can also be used as heat packs, right? You can also put them in the freezer and just take 2 or 3 with me whenever I wanted to sleep to cool off a little bit if it really was pretty unbearable. Unfortunately, getting stuck caused all kinds of delays. I need to hurry to the next Skyview Tower. I probably caused trouble for my friends at the construction company, so I'm going to get moving as soon as I calm down. Oh, you're also with Hudson Construction, huh? So, wait, has he fixed it? Oh, he has. Thanks, buddy. I really, really like the side quests. I mean, I made it a bit longer than it needed to be because I just overlooked the cave entrance, so it would have been pretty easy to just free him right away. But that being said, I really like that there was an extra little tidbit attached to this instead of it just being the tower. That was pretty cool. It was cool to learn about. I can imagine that. I'm super interested in all the new technology that seems to be coming up, right? Especially now with also having those smaller like wind turbines that you can put on houses, right? Because I think, honestly, it would be pretty awesome if you were almost, like, self-sufficient, right? In a home, if that would be possible. At least to a certain extent, that would be pretty awesome. Completely independent of all the environmental stuff, right? Just purely because I don't know, I like that idea of, hey, you just have a bunch of fans in your house, bunch of solar panels, and you're just self-sufficient with electricity with that. I don't know, that would be pretty cool, but yeah. It's very heavily depends on your individual situation, right? What the house is built like, and I don't know, the regulations around things and whatnot. There we go, Lake Hylia. Ah. I love that idea. I mean, it's the same thing that they did with the Wind Temple, but it's pretty cool that they're obscuring those maps. And I'm super interested to know what the hell is going on there, because that is not one of the phenomena that Pura was talking about. That must be something else entirely. Huh, really cool. Being dependent on others is never a good thing. Yeah. Well, the water supply, that would definitely be more of a problem. I do know some people that have wells. So you can have that, but at the same time, that's also something that, well, does require maintenance and whatnot from time to time. Though it is pretty awesome if you do have it. Alright, where the hell are we now? Let's kind of get a look at our surroundings here. I wonder what that is. It's kind of a launch platform, isn't it? Okay, that's the more tropical region. Some big thunderstorm going on here. That being said, as cool as everything looks, as much as I would like to check out what the hell that whirlpool is about, and if the Dragon's Chasm, since it is much bigger than the other ones, it looks like, if that's holding anything of significance. I mean, from here you can clearly see that the Great Plateau is still very much raised. Maybe my assumption about it, like, moving downwards was actually wrong. And it was more because I was looking at it from a distance. I think, though, I wanted to check on that memory. The other one, next to Lake Hylia, I think I'm going to hold off on that for now. Let's look at that one first. And... oh, we can see Kakariko from here. That's awesome. Oh, there's a bunch more ruins behind it, too. Wow. That must have been pretty crazy when that stuff came down. What's the quest that I still have active? I think it's still the one with the... yeah, we're still looking for the missing cooks. Okay, and from here I can also definitely see that this should be the correct path, I think. So that's pretty cool. That's the stable. That's Mr. Sign Guy. All the wells here in the vicinity. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go and look at that memory. Oh, the Twin Peaks. Oh, that's so crazy how high up we are. That mountain was insanely high in Breath of the Wild, and now we're just, you know, chilling out way above its peak. Kind of sucks that groundwater sort of waning, yeah. Huh. It doesn't help that a bunch of companies don't really seem to be caring about that either. They just take out as much as they want, seemingly. God, I love that sound of rain on my paraglider. Yeah, hopefully that's not going to become too much of an issue. Did the game just... Or was that just me? It looked like the game froze for a second there. That was weird. There is another chasm well here. Whoa. Those really are all over the place. I do think it's pretty cool, though. I want to say that the chasm entrances, they do somewhat remind me of the Oblivion gates in the Elder Scrolls 4. But actually in a better way. Because it feels like they're integrated in the environment much more naturally than the Oblivion gates were. I just like that idea of the world actually, you know, facing a threat. I think the big issue with Breath of the Wild there was that Calamity Ganon really was only around the castle, and the rest of the land, you were kind of asking yourself, well, I mean, what's the big deal, right? Everybody seems to be happy living their life. But now, with all the chasms around, you really get the feeling that there is a proper threat going on that, you know, might spread further the longer we wait to deal with it. Definitely creates a pretty cool atmosphere. And it obviously also helps that you're actually able to just jump down into them whenever you want. Wait, it looked frozen? The well? There might have been a... Maybe there was just frozen water in it? I can go back after looking at the memory, maybe. Holy shit, this is... much bigger than I thought. Way bigger than most of the other ones, anyways. Or you're boggling. For a second there, I thought it was some other creature. I don't even really see the tear-shaped things, though. That does remind me. Do I... No, that's still fine. I should probably be using these weapons for a bit. I want to get rid of the two-handed stuff. This covers a lot of ground. It's a bit more tricky to see as well, because of the trees. Oh, you meant... Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it very much looked like that, right? I wonder what that was about. It's very strange since... Ooh, that's it. So far, I hadn't encountered any bugs at all, and now suddenly... I wonder if there was an update to the game or something? Did they introduce more bugs? Because we had the weird 15 FPS flag earlier that didn't seem to render at the proper frame rate for some reason. And now this? That was a bit weird. I mean, thankfully it resolved itself once I opened up the paraglider, but I was definitely afraid there for a second. Especially since, well, you never quite know when the last autosave actually happened, right? Yeah. I thought for a second that maybe it was just my monitor or something. Because I had that happen, but obviously that I don't think the Switch can do that. Because I had it happen on, when I started out playing Outer Wilds, Outer Wilds has some VRR mode on PlayStation. But the problem is PlayStation, I don't know, it was sort of finicky whenever it dropped below 40 frames, I think. And my monitor just went black for like a second. And I didn't notice until I looked at the recording and noticed that it didn't show those black spots at all. It was just my monitor. So for a second I thought that maybe it was, I don't know, the capture card or something else, but it must have been the game. Well, either way. Every single time, super excited for what this is going to be. Also no idea what exactly this symbol was. Actually, let me very quickly double check. Because we did take that picture back in the... there we go, back in the room. Oh, is it the weird fish thing? Or the dragon, rather. Right, I was speculating that it might be one of the dragons. Well, that explains why it covers so much area, right? And why it also seemed to be extending that much, because it's sort of a curved symbol. All right, let's take a look. I'm excited. Oh, haven't you seen one of the memories so far? These are always, so we're gonna get a glimpse of what Zelda did in the past, I think. And these have apparently been transported forward in time with the light dragon that is flying high through the Sky Islands. Oh, the map thingy. That's a picture that I took. Oh, hello. In the Forgotten Temple. Oh my god, that's the original... That's the Great Plateau.
Will bow down before me.
But the original Temple of Time was on it. Ooh. They brought all their monsters from the desert? That's a lot of Molduga.
It's more than we thought! It's a swarm!
There are so many of them! But why would they...
Oh, this really is getting more interesting by the minute. Or by the memory. Okay, so they can put the tower of the power of their tears together. Oh, okay.
Wiped out all the Molduga!
How is that possible?
So brute force will not be enough.
What the hell is going on there?
The secret stone of the Zonai. How interesting.
Oh boy. Well, that was super interesting. Okay, so that was before Ganondorf became the Demon King, clearly. And that's when he noticed how powerful those stones were, or could be. The Gerudo Assault. The Gerudo chief Ganondorf, in his push to conquer Hyrule, uses a swarm of Molduga to assault the castle. When Rauru uses his powers to unleash an attack that destroys the swarm, Ganondorf notices the Zonai secret stone on Rauru's right hand. The sight of it draws a sinister smile from Ganondorf. Very, very interesting. Whoa, well that brings up a bunch of new questions then. So in this memory, they were talking about problems, right? And at the time, I think I was speculating about them potentially being some sort of political problems or strife with other, people. I hadn't really considered or didn't really think about that Ganondorf actually had what seemed to be most of the Gerudo behind him, which makes me wonder why. Because I thought there are 7 tiers, right? Aren't there 4 tiers that were also given to the other races? Wouldn't that have included the Gerudo? Because the only reason I see why they would do this is because maybe they were jealous, or maybe they, they didn't get a tier, and so they thought, but then he would have known about them. I wonder why, in his push to conquer Hyrule, why would they want to do that? Okay. So those were the problems that they were talking about here. And I guess for some reason they hadn't really anticipated Ganondorf actually going to such lengths and or understanding what the tiers are or how they work. Because in this scene, he was then, not only did he take the tier, but he also kind of infused it with his own power. So at that point, it seems like he knew more about it. Well, that is very interesting. Well, I'm definitely missing the in-between memories there, obviously, but... I just really hadn't considered that there was almost a... I mean, it's kind of an all-out war between the Hylians / Zonai and the Gerudo, right? There had to be a reason for that. Oh, was it before they gave out the stones? I don't really know. I just went by the information given in the mural at the start, which seemed to suggest that the Zonai came to the surface and at that point potentially distributed the tiers. Because, I mean, Sonya already has hers, right? So the connection to the Hylians had already been established. So I had just assumed that the other tiers were also already given out to other sages. Because, I mean, they still had to be somewhere, right? Oh, yeah, wait a second. We saw... Yeah, we saw the other leaders with the other tiers in this scene, right? The other warriors that were fighting together with Raru against the Demon King, but ultimately lost. Wait, was it this scene? I think so. Yeah, I haven't gotten any scene past it. One thing that I don't remember, though, is who those guys were. I mean, I remembered the Rito, because we saw him in the cutscene in the Wind Temple as well. But was there a Gerudo too? Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not super clear on the timeline here yet. Because in theory, it might be that they gave out the other tiers in response to the Gerudo threat. Because they needed allies to help them. But seeing them all stand together like that, I thought... You know what? We have them here. Might as well rewatch it. Although, wait a second, it wasn't this one. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't this one. It was the one... It was the one shown in the Wind Temple. Oh, I cannot replay that from here, I don't think.
Finally, it is mine!
Yeah, we get it out. Well, I mean, at least the game orders them for you, which is pretty nice. But the, yeah, the one that I got in the temple isn't here in the menu, so... we saw them all stand together. I want to say there was even a person asking Ganondorf why he was betraying their race? I mean, there had to have been a Gerudo tier holder, right? And they definitely held their tiers before Raru sacrificed himself. I mean, that's clear, because, well, that was the cutscene there. Oh, the scene's still pretty awesome. But at the end of the day, even with this, he had to have known something at this point. So clearly between that assault and this scene, he had to have gathered information on what he could do with the tier. Because it also seems so purposeful that he would then, you know, bring in all of these monsters. Couldn't have just been him doing it on a whim, right? Seems way too intricate for that. God, the way he looks after it. Pretty crazy.
Sonia!
You were too late, Raru. You took for granted the godlike power you had in your hands. Do you now see the potential you squandered? As for her, she is merely the first victim of your arrogance.
And I still...
Try to control me, Raru, and you will die knowing that you failed.
By the way, I love his third eye opening here. The Sheikah looking eye.
Sonia needs you.
still don't understand which tier Zelda has, right? Because she has the one that fell down from Rauru's hand on top of the Demon King, which I assumed was either Rauru's or Sonya's, but they still have both of theirs, and unless it somehow doubled because she went back in time, which could be possible, but would be equally weird. I don't know. Yeah, sadly, it doesn't seem like you're able to view the memories from the temples again, which is very unfortunate. Maybe later on there's going to be a way to do that. Or is it attached to the quest itself, maybe? Where would that have been? Oh, it's Children of Rita Village. Would it have been this one? I think so, yeah. Unfortunate. I would really like to rewatch that one, because that had all the sages in it. Well, I mean, we're gonna get that information again, or rather, even extended once I, oh, hello. Once I, do the next temple. I need a rock. Why is there no rock here? Oh, there we go. That's... wait. Is that a movable one? Yeah, it is. Might as well help them. Oh my god. Seriously, buddy? I'm on a mission to do something else right now. Hey there. Oh, come on, welcome back. Sounds so much older to you? Okay. Is it younger in Japanese then? I think I'm gonna go for the Goron stuff next. Because, I mean, it was suggested to me multiple times already to go to the Gorons. Well, after I've been to Kakariko and Hateno. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, their range is pretty crazy. And then obviously they just hide whenever you get too close.
Hi.
Oh, hey, it's you. And so we meet again. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Kind of forgot about her, I think. Oh, was she one of the people we met in the Hebra Tundra that was looking for geoglyphs over there too? I'm still chasing down the mystery of those geoglyphs that appeared after the upheaval. I've seen the geoglyph here, but now I have to decide whether to look for others or to delve into the dragon mystery. You heard about this. Some folks say there are these legendary creatures called dragons right here in Hyrule. Yeah, I mean, it was close a couple of minutes ago. Lots of people claim to have seen one, and I know they exist because when I was a girl, I saw one too. Though my memory of it is pretty hazy, I must have been too awestruck by its majesty. One thing most rumors have in common is that dragons are seen flying through the sky, so I should search from high ground. And if that catch your interest, then you should keep an eye on the sky too. Well, that's all from me today. See you around, I hope. Yeah, I'll see you, I guess. Oh, maybe anime-ish? Okay. Whenever I do a second playthrough of this game, maybe I'm gonna play in Japanese. Sounds interesting as a change. Yeah, Koga is, Koga definitely deserves the best voice acting. Such a fun character. Really like him. Yeah, some people say they fly around all day. Also, they'd be very hard to miss, honestly. Unless, well, one thing we don't know is whether or not some magic is going on with them as well, right? Because the Koroks always... Oh, hey, there's another boulder here. Well, I guess I could have taken that one then. Oh, really, guys? You have the most unfortunate timing all the time. There we go. Oh, really? Ah, there we go. I was gonna say, does it not count? But yeah, maybe the dragons are like the Koroks. Maybe you have to, I don't know, be pure-hearted or something to see them? I don't really know. Are they seriously just throwing rocks up here? They're like the Octoroks. They're insanely good at targeting you with those. Is there something beneath this stone though? Nope. Absolutely nothing. Okay, let's head over to, I think the purple marker should be Mr. Hudson sign. So, just want to help him real quick. I have to say though, coming back to voice acting, I do like the voice acting choice for Zelda. Especially because they gave her a... Especially in the intro, she has a bit of a, I guess, raspy voice? As if she's a bit, you know, exhausted. Maybe even... Not exactly ill. Who's over there? But, oh, wait! Those are probably the cooks we're looking for. I enjoyed that a lot. I always like when they, you know, make voices not sound too perfect, but instead, you know, have a bit of a, well, growl or something like that. It's difficult to describe, but in her case, oh, come on, really? In her case, it really is a bit more of a raspier voice, which is a bit unusual, right, for female voice acting in particular. So I like a lot that they went with that. Just makes her seem more authentic that way. Unfortunately, we just don't get that much voice acting in general. I do wish that was a bit more, but oh well. Can I move that one? I was gonna say, it doesn't seem like there are any construction materials close. Just about to scare him with the giant boulder this time. Oh, that might not actually work. It's one of these signs that can fall to the side. Okay, let's see. Can I... Does it fit below? No. It's always toppling back a little bit. Maybe? Oh yeah, it worked. I thought for a second it would maybe still fall to the right side or something, but nope. Oh my god, damn it. I should have talked to him. Damn it! I think there was enough time that had already elapsed there. Okay, let's try to do that again. Why did it fall over after all? That was very unusual. It's still moving, isn't it? Wait. There we go. Okay. Holy shit. That was... Why was that so finicky? It didn't even look like it was still moving, but some other game must have noticed that it wasn't exactly secure. Jinxed, yeah. Maybe the rock was ever so slightly tilting further towards the road. Okay. Sneaky mushroom rice balls. Nice. And a bomb flower. I'll take that. Perfect. Okay, let's move the boulder out of the way. You know, somebody else wants to take this road. Anybody up here on the bridge? No. Why are the cooks not coming this way? Seems like they're camping out in this forest. Are they afraid of crossing the bridge because of the bokoblins, maybe? There's a bunch of tomatoes growing all over the place. Do tomatoes usually grow in foresty areas? They usually need a lot of sunlight, don't they? I feel like it's not exactly a natural place for them to grow in, but... oh well, then again. To be fair, I don't think I've ever seen a wild tomato plant anywhere. There's definitely a lot around here. I actually do love that they're not all red in the picture. It's pretty cool. It's like you pick them, you know, at barely just the right time to eat them. Or alternatively, that they're just another breed of tomato. That doesn't always need to be full red. No. Yeah. This works too. That's what you get. Alrighty. Well then. Let's see if we can find our missing cooks. The pain. Oh. The hell happened to you guys? Did they all eat something they weren't supposed to? Help, please. Oh, Aegis. That's the guy we're looking for. Princess Zelda. Her recipe is written. Don't improvise. Oh yeah, okay. So they tried to mess with her recipe and messed it up. Princess Zelda's meat and rice bowl. That sounds very tasty, actually. Combine plain raw meats, Hylian rice, and rock salt. This flavorful, comforting dish is sure to fill you with energy. But be sure to follow the recipe to the letter. How can you mess that up? Isn't that a recipe that you can pretty much add anything to and it would still be good? Well, unless you add a monster part, obviously, but... so good. Who suggested? Oh no, they did! Who said monster meat? They did? How? I thought you were good cooks! Who came up with that idea? Well, now how do we help them? I think animal meat, right, baby? First rule of cooking: always follow the recipe. So, are we meant to just follow the recipe, or am I supposed to go back to the stable? Call Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay would just come in. What have you done? It's not a kitchen, this is a nightmare. I can't do his voice. He's way too British for me. You're an idiot. Yeah. Unless somebody... But it seems like somebody actually suggested putting in monster meat, and they went with it. Even though they're supposedly gourmets and really good cooks. At least that's what we heard. Maybe those rumors weren't actually correct. But is me cooking the actual dish going to help them? I don't know what you do against... Because Link just, you know... If I were to create some dubious food... I don't think Link enjoys it particularly, but he isn't sick afterwards. We've been mighty impressed. Gordon Ramsay has a very particular way of speaking, though. That's, I think, definitely not as easy to do. Cracks you up there. I watched a bunch of his recipes on YouTube. Sometimes I think he's a bit, like... Not too fast for me, because obviously you can pause the video and something like that if you want to follow the recipe. Actually, it's just he's always so, you know, so hyped about the food he's making. He never stops. He's just doing a billion things at once, I think. But then again, sometimes I also don't mind it. I definitely like him though, even though I haven't really watched that much of his stuff. Huh. Do you think they're just gonna get up if I cook the correct recipe? Maybe. So what was it? Meat? Oh, oopsie. Link just chugging down a whole raw slab of steak. Oh god, I only have one rice. Okay, never mind. Let me double check. Don't want to mess it up again. Raw meat, Hylian rice, rock salt. Okay. Let's do that. Gonna salt the meat, mate. Rice, meat, rock salt. Let's see. Maybe it's magically gonna revive their appetite if they see the dish cooked properly. Meat and rice bowl. Oh, that looks very tasty. This dish of rice and lightly seared meat is a mainstay all throughout Hyrule. Apparently Princess Zelda's favorite. Okay, doesn't really seem to help though.
Aww.
Ah, we can... Okay. Need to give it to this guy. There you go, buddy. Huh? That smell. Hey, you! Yeah, you! Can I have that meat and rice bowl? I mean, yeah. Please, please. I need to eat it. This. I recognize this flavor. It's the recipe Princess Zelda shared with us. You, Telly, and I. Hurry up and take a bite of this. There we go. Thank you for helping us. We were not doing well at all. Yeah, I could see that. Princess Zelda taught us how to cook this dish quite some time ago. We ran into her once during our travels. She was full of kindness for us, despite her group being a little ragged on the road. But I do remember now that she said we needed to follow the recipe exactly. Well, honestly, guys, if you had added, I don't know, tomatoes, I think it would have been fine. If you added potatoes, it would have been fine. Maybe some herbs, spices, all kinds of stuff. But monster meat, yeah, that wasn't exactly a bright idea. Whose bright idea was it to substitute monster parts in place of real meat? That was me. I'm sorry. I was just curious what it would taste like. I mean... Okay. Let's not question his motives here. I thought maybe her recipe would work well with monster parts. The road to gourmet greatness is littered with stuff you wouldn't think is tasty. Gotta expand your palate. Okay, this is an interesting little group we have here. Now's not the time to sit and figure out best practices for future dietary exploits. We've got to get to Riverside Stable. We're so late. I'm sure Gotta has been worrying about us.
Ah.
We really are grateful for your help. Let me say again, on behalf of everyone, thank you. You don't even know us, but you used valuable ingredients to save us from ourselves. Yeah, that was my last Hylian rice. So, you owe me big time. Here, please take this. Hey! Okay. Got it back. Nice. And this. He just gives us the stuff back. Raw gourmet meat. Oh, does it come out even better if you use, like, the real good stuff? Wait a second. So you guys had this. So they really just went with monster meat because they thought it was gonna somehow taste better? Or equally well? What? I thought they maybe substituted it because they didn't have normal meat. We like cooking with the very best raw meat when we have it. You can use all of that to cook yourself a meat and rice bowl sometime. Anyway, we'd better get ready and head to Riverside Stable since we plan to be there, well, before now. I have to get going. Hopefully we'll run into each other in the future. Yeah, I mean, I was looking for you because I wanted to help the people at the stable. Well, if it isn't my partner, what are you doing here? Oi! Hey, buddy. Any luck finding those missing travelers yet? I just started to scout for them from the sky when I saw you down here. Did you chase down any elites at all? Did you not? They just left. How'd you miss them? I guess there's trees here. What? They were right here, too squeezy to even move? Squeezy? Queasy. And you helped them get back on their feet again. Very interesting. So the chirps and warbles were really onto something. I'm impressed that Princess Zelda's vast knowledge includes things I wouldn't expect, like recipes for dishes. Right. It's almost as if she's a normal human that sometimes cooks herself some food. We've worked together to chase 2 of the stories relating to Princess Zelda. Go on and add this to your nest egg, partner. Oh, there's also this. It's from Tracy. Oh, awesome! Lucky Clover Gazette fabric. Tough fabric bearing a Lucky Clover Gazette design. It looks like it could be used to make a paraglider. So now we're supposed to go paragliding around doing marketing for the Lucky Clover Gazette. I mean, I can get behind that. So, Potato Village's dye shop in Necluda started up a new service. Something to do with fabrics. I know, I'm basically giving you an extra job by handing over this fabric, but still. The point is that, by accepting and making use of it, you can show that you're officially part of the Lucky Clover Gazette. It would be nice if Tracy handled things a bit more simply, though. Anyway, that's all done. It's always great working with you, partner. A recipe from Princess Zelda, perfect for getting folks into fighting shape. The article almost writes itself. Almost. So long! Bye-bye! Gourmets gone missing. Oh, and they just took their entire camp with them. Interesting. Well, that was actually a pretty funny quest. They also took their cooking pot, though. I was kind of looking forward to doing the dish again, but this time with the gourmet meat they gave me. So he counts up every time you help him. Makes me wonder how many of these stores are going to be there. I mean, probably 1 per stable, but that would be a lot. Well, not that much. Either way, it's super interesting. Another one? It's super interesting how different they are from one another. So far we've rescued a golden horse that belonged to Zelda, and now we helped some cooks back on their feet. Because they were messing up Zelda's recipe. Very, very interesting. Sign is standing firmly in place. And, for change, it's placed next to a road. Although, I do want to say that about half of the signs are placed next to a road, right? The other half is what I'm more worried about. Ooh, by the way, I completely forgot about my horse. Right, because I took the Skyview Tower and then moved over to the thing immediately. So, is this not supposed to be a dragon then? Is it supposed to be a Molduga? Maybe. That would be a weirdly specific shape for a memory, though. I mean, it lines up with what the memory showed. Huh. But it would be an interesting choice indeed. Right. Well, anyways, unfortunately, I will have to come to an end here today for now. I think I won't be able to play Tears tomorrow, though. There's just a lot going on this week, so I will return to it on Thursday. And then we're hopefully, finally, going to make our way over to Kakariko. I mean, I'm so close. It's literally right there in the distance, right? So it really is just a matter of going to the tower and then going over to Kakariko. So I will put that on the top of my agenda for next time. I mean, I did uncover a bit of Farron here. So there is definitely still a bunch of areas that I haven't looked at, even though I have already uncovered their map parts. But that's pretty cool, because that means that I can, you know, return to them. I think instead of really exhausting every single option in any given region, it's going to be way more fun to just do, you know, a bit of every region and have a reason to go back to them. Like, I can check on the hopefully now completed bridge back to Rito Village at some point in the future, and then at that point, I will be able to check out the rest of the Hebra Mountains. But up until that point, definitely want to go to Kakariko and to Hateno next. And I am very, 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 very close now. So hopefully that should work next time. When I'm looking at the map, I really didn't do anything at all today. Well, it took me some time to get out from the depths, or rather, to try to get out from it and then go over here as well. Did find a new memory, though, so that was really, really interesting. But yeah, either way, that's going to be it for today. I want to take bets if it happens next time. Well, unless there is some big distraction going on. I really didn't anticipate the other tower to suddenly not work. Of course, it's the one other tower that I just quickly wanted to grab on the way that didn't work right away, and so I had to go on a whole like different tangents to make it work again. But yeah, I think, you know, we're really, really close now. Unless there is some huge plot that starts to happen before you enter the village, I am pretty positive that I'm going to be able to do it on Thursday, hopefully. But either way, as always, it was a super fun time. So thanks for being here and for chatting, for hanging out. I wish you a great rest of your morning, day, or evening, wherever you are. And yeah, as always, Tears of the Kingdom will come back on Thursday. Have a great rest of your day, and maybe I'll see you then. Bye-bye!